What's up, guys? I'm Danny 3 Mil, aka Young Dope, aka 2 Dope, and I have Hindsight 2020, aka Robbie fucking Horn, my homie right here. Say what's up.
What's going on? Thanks for having me out on your podcast today. Blessed to be with you, and excited to drop some gems.
Yeah, drop them gems, baby. Let's get it started. So Robbie, you've been trading for about like 6 months, right? Or like almost a year.
So day trading, yeah. I really committed myself in July.
Yeah.
Read some books, got involved, found a community, started trading in a simulator in August. So trading with, like just getting used to the platform, how to execute orders, just getting used to the platform. And then, because you're going to make mistakes in the beginning. Yeah. So right in the simulator from July, August, went live in September, and I've been live September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. In March, I did take a step back.
Yeah.
And went back to simulator to kind of work on some new strategies.
That's super cool. You have the simulator where you're able to actually practice it instead of just going straight into it with money already and being like, I'm gonna just do it like this. That's cool that you're able, and you still go back and practice on it to just see how your methods are working. That's super fucking dope.
Back testing my strategies to get data. If I can develop strategies and get like a new, what we call it, like a playbook, like developing a new play.
Yeah.
And if got a 70% or higher hit rate, then I'm, I got something going for me. In the market, it goes through, it's like seasons, like it rotates. So sometimes certain seasons, certain phases of the market, like strategies don't work. So you got to kind of adapt to it. And so, yeah, that's what I was doing in March. Money was rotating out of technology, and a lot of my strategies weren't working. So I've figured out a new one and back tested it, and I'm working April, and it's so far so good.
That's dope, man. And just as a disclaimer, this isn't financial advice. Anything we talk about is completely our opinion. If you do buy and sell, it's at your own risk. All right, guys. How was your week this week, Robbie?
It is getting better. Today's I'm gonna finish green today. So Monday, Tuesday we're green. Had a red day yesterday, and I am almost at goal today.
And so, what I gotta say about that is a lot of traders try to make it seem like, I don't know about the online traders, like the Instagram guys are like, yeah, I'm fucking balling, making all this money every day. I mean, it's not always.
Every trade I take, I make money.
Yeah, I don't understand that. They're leading people on to something that it takes a lot more time and effort to really make it happen. And you're not gonna always have, a green day. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna lose some too. That's just how it is. And people don't understand that. I think they need to understand that you're not gonna come in winning all the time. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna lose some too.
Exactly. It's just probabilities, and it's part of the game. And it goes back to like, you plan the trade and you trade the plan. And if you do that, if you follow your plan and your trade doesn't work, that's okay. That's data.
Yeah.
You go back, you review that, you followed your plan. Now you just got more data points to, back test the more. Sort of like why, was your stop loss not in the right place? Did you not have the signals to get in? Did you, so it's just, it's, the more time you have in the chair, the more time you have in front of the screen, the more trades you take, the more data you can collect. And if you're not collecting it and then you're just gambling, so.
Yeah. And one thing you said was having a plan, right? Like having a plan matters. I feel like a lot of people, especially the young traders on like Robinhood, don't really have a plan. And even me, sometimes I didn't really have a plan, but I had to start thinking out like what I want to do if I buy this stock. You know what I'm saying? Like if I, what's my goal with it,
because you get in like before I started really learning how to manage risk and take the emotion out of a stock and not falling in love with it. Before that, it was, I bought it. Now I'm like, I'm in love with it. Like I'm not, if it goes down, I'm not selling it. And if it goes up, like, I don't know how to sell it. Like, I just think it's going to keep on going higher, so you're hoping, and you're not like using, statistics or probabilities to really like gauge, okay, maybe I just trim a little bit of my position, here, comes down, I'll add into it, so buying those shares you sold at a higher price for lower, it's what the market is. People are just, it's it goes in waves. So when you're at the top of a wave, you expect a pullback, so we're at an all-time high in the markets right now. Historically speaking, April's a good month. March is a bad month. Really? So,
interesting. I don't know. There was like months where like it's like it just in general just are good months,
He's seasonal. Yeah, it's interesting. But with that being said, April's generally a green month. But I mean, and it is. But I do expect a pullback. Today's Thursday. Financials kicked off earnings this season this week.
Yeah.
Goldman's, JP Morgan. We were already like pretty toppy on the market. I was anticipating they needed to like release like near perfect earnings for the financial sectors to continue. And I thought we were going to see some red days based on their earnings.
Yeah.
And traditionally, after earnings, they're strong. The stock falls. This time came around and the stocks have been flying. So it moved the market higher this week. We're so volatile. I feel like any little negative thing that comes out is just going to tank the market. I mean, we're due for a pullback is kind of what I'm saying. Like,
but yeah, you said you've been trading this whole time. Obviously you're getting better, but you've been like really learning, man. Yeah, I see you reading books and shit, like going hard, like really, like writing that plan down, like you showed me earlier. That is super, super dope, man. And hopefully that works out. What do you think?
I have too.
What do you think?
There's a lot of. But we're gonna keep on the grind.
Keep going, man. Keep going, dude. I see it in you. You know what I'm saying? Cryptos. What do you think about cryptos? They're going insane right now.
That's awesome. It's awesome. It's I can tell you I'm already getting back to. You remember in 2017 looking at your phone every day.
Yeah.
5 minutes. So, I'm in that zone right now, dude. So. It's really fun to look at, but I'm at a point where I really just want to like set a goal not to look at it because it's like gonna change tomorrow and the next day, and like, and for me, I'm not selling it, so I don't really care if it goes.
Well, just for context for everybody who doesn't know, Robbie had Litecoin a while ago. And that shit blew up back in, like, what was it, 2017 when it blew up. And Robbie had a good amount of them. And then it kind of went back down and he didn't even sell. Solid didn't even sell. Fucking, I couldn't believe he didn't sell. And then now, like, it's going to benefit you even more. And that's just, like, that mentality that, I could take my money now and, maybe win a little bit. But in the future, I could have took out a lot more, And that takes some sort of discipline, too, to not be like, fuck it, let me take it all out, right now.
Well, like, for me, I'm just, I wasn't taught. I mean, a lot of people aren't taught about, credit, having good credit, how to generate, generational wealth, how to earn income and then keep income.
Yeah.
I really, just saw that, I knew about it at a young age, and I was like, man, if I can just park a little bit of, capital in this, I really think that, and I could, if this pans out the way I could see it panning out in 20 to 25 years, I could have, that generational wealth that my family's never had. And that's the goal, So if I can just think time is on my side, and if it really hits, it is what it is. And then what you were saying, dude, what I was doing went since 2017 was I was accumulating in a position. So I was buying $200 worth of Litecoin every 2 weeks. So $400 a month for almost 4 years.
Yeah.
So I have a big, like, my cost basis is like, it's less, it's low, and I have a big chunk in there. But, people, like, as a trader, like my trading discipline, like with stocks, would be like, okay, take out my general amount that I put in and let the rest ride. With that, I'm like, dude, this is like gold to me. Like, I'm not selling it. Like, unfortunately, I did stop my like auto buying after, COVID hit and things got a little, the money wasn't coming in like it was. So, and 6 more months from March to, October, when it pops off again, I would have even a bigger stack. But, hindsight's
crazy. So real quick, I've heard a few things that it might come down, but are you expecting it to come down? Because it's a climb, bro. Yeah. Like Bitcoin has climbed like a motherfucker. It's insane. It's at what, 60 now?
Yeah, man. I think it will come down, and I'm bullish, and as a like.
Hold on, I got something for that. All right, I had to play that sound.
Yeah, like if you're just a gambler, you would be like, I don't know. This is just my opinion. If you're a gambler, you're like, no, it's gonna stay up. I'm bullish on it, so shit. I hope it comes down so I can load up some more. It's
go.
Buying right now. It's at all-time highs, and people are buying into it, which is, I'm glad. Your grandma at the grocery store is finally getting into it, but at the same time, I'm not buying right now.
Yeah, so, it's expensive. Yeah, and I feel like Robinhood really changed this whole generation, especially in 2020. Like, people really started investing like they weren't before, and then and I think that's good though, like people really started.
And like I'm a millennial, the Gen Z's, like I feel like they're even more into it. So I'm just, get my knowledge up so I can catch the wave.
Yeah, dude. And I feel like the one thing I always hate is that we were never taught anything about this in school, anything about how to start your own business, anything about how to invest, how to buy real estate and rent homes, and you can make money off real estate and owning property and just like weird shit like that. We were learning all this other shit, but like little things like that could have changed a lot of kids' lives, if they didn't have. But some people had like that person in their life telling them, "This is what I did,"
Yeah, like, I mean, how cool would it be to have like a whatever class we taught, accounting or whatever it was, and here every kid in the class is going to start off with $500 or whatever, or 5,000, whatever, make it all the same, and just like have that as a learning and teaching class, like,
right. And then
a year, see how everything, what kids are doing. I mean, you could get some kids started early doing things like that,
dude. And that's how you make entrepreneurs, just how you make business. And I feel like the schooling system never like promoted people to be like entrepreneurs. It was always like, go to college, get a job, and work till you fucking die. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's other ways around that.
It's just like, we've all heard that.
And I feel like we both kind of have the same mentality where like, we want to be valued more for, our time rather than just going somewhere to go work and kind of just like trying to be free. I feel like for me, like the most stressful thing in my life ever always was money. You know what I'm saying? If I could not stress about money anymore, that'd be a great feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Financial freedom. That's so, I know it's, you alluded to earlier, I've been doing this since the pandemic, but I hope in this, I'm still a novice. So I hope, by year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, where it's like, it's you get to that next level, but it's you don't get to that next level from going from 0 to 100. You got to scale up, you know. Like I said, I've had two green days this week. Yesterday was red.
Yeah.
A little green today. And my rule is like the next time I scale up my risk is when I've had 3 months of 75% win accuracy, then I'll increase my risk. But right now, I've scaled up, once since I started.
Yeah.
And I hit that goal, that 75% accuracy. And, it just, there is a little, my heart does race a little bit more when I'm, 500 shares of something instead of like 200.
Yeah.
It just got more skin in the game, but it's like, if you just keep doing this same thing, it's all the same. It's just $1 million versus $100 or, so it's just, so it's part of the process. I journal, I review my trades at the end of the day.
Show us that journal one more time, because we were talking about the journal. Look at this. Robbie plans every single trade he does to the exact, like, what he's going to do that day. Look at those journals. Kids nowadays, Gen Z don't even write on paper no more. Robbie got out here journals like a motherfucker. Yeah, that's all. Those are all his plans for the day. You know what I'm saying? For what he's going to, purchase.
Yep. So this journal started in February. But I have one. About to get a new one. So,
yeah, like I said before, ever since I knew Robbie, he wrote everything down on journals. I remember like one time when I met him, he gave me this journal about audio, and he's like, "Dude, you're gonna love this journal." And he has like handwritten notes when he went to like some class for audio. So you know what I'm saying? That's how I know Robbie like really goes deep into it and writes it down.
Oh yeah, oh no, dude, that's old school, huh?
It's old school, but I think it's efficient. It helps you. You're used to that. You know what I'm saying? And people that write stuff down learn it faster. And people that write stuff down, you're able to remind yourself faster. You know what I'm saying? It's like better for your brain apparently. So that's good, man. That's real good.
Yeah.
So, is there any long-term investments that you think are good? Look, I'm gonna ask you a question, and everybody's probably gonna hate me. What do you think of Tesla? All right. Because everybody's up and down on Tesla. My cousins are torching me on Tesla. You got to give me something on Tesla and let me know what's going on. I know there's a lot of competition with Tesla. A lot of companies are coming out. I think Porsche just came out with a car. What are you thinking? Especially because the price is all over the place.
Yeah, dude. Okay. I'll just tell you, I had Tesla back in 2014 and I sold my shares at like $250 to pay for some of my honeymoon.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
And you know what? I don't know if any of your listeners actually look at technical or charts of Tesla. I'm looking at one right now, but it's ridiculous, bro. I got back from my honeymoon November 2019.
That's crazy because that was at 200. It's at fucking 700 now. Isn't that insane?
Yeah, I swear it broke out like 2 weeks after I sold it.
Were you like, fuck? Or you're like, fuck it, whatever? I mean, I'm sure you made your profit off of it, so.
Yeah, no, I made money off of it. It's just, hindsight's 2020, man. I wish I could have took it up to 900.
Yeah, damn.
Like trading in last summer, I want to say it was in over like close to 2,000, and then they split it and added it to the S&P 500. So back to your question, what do I think? Well, Tesla isn't a car company. It is, but it's more than that. And you got like, if you can look past that, with their software, that's what they're really, being valued at. And now they're rolling out their robo car program, trying to pretty much take market share from Uber.
Oh, where the car drives itself, picks you up, drives you wherever you need to without a driver. Yeah. Autonomous.
Exactly. And they have the most data because they've been on the road for the longest. So they have all the sensors. the data. So they're pretty much 10 years ahead of everybody in the game, Google, Amazon. So if you can take that software thesis and run with that, and if I'm not the fundamental type of guy, but I've heard when some guys talk about fundamentals, they talk about market cap and what market cap does to the price per share. Like, what if it hits this market cap at $10 trillion, it's going to make the stock at a $3,000 share stock price, based on potential users, and all that stuff. So if you take Tesla not being a car company, but being a software company, and now a rideshare company, and a car company, and a space company, and
but is that all under the same umbrella? Like, is Tesla part of the, like, is that all under the same umbrella? Like, Tesla owns the fucking rockets and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I threw you off because I threw a space company in there, but you know that engineers that work for Tesla are also working for SpaceX. So it's and they create everything in house, So their IP, their intellectual property is like what. So based on like what Uber's done and everything, like it's trading in a range. I hear people talking about it every day. I've seen people that are putting 420 targets on it. Like that's where it should be valued at.
$420. That's what they think the value of it should be.
Yeah, 420 is like a super bear case. Just in the month of March, all the market was rolling over with the 10-year Treasury hitting an all-time high. Money was rotating from growth to value, so tech was taking a pretty big hit in March, and it hit, the low was 539.49, and a couple people that were I guess they're being disciplined on stay greedy, but yeah, they're like, I'm waiting to buy at 500 or under. So there are people that want to get in, but are just waiting for pullbacks. I do think $1,000 a share will come, but I'd like to see some more value being built between $400 and $700 to build a nice strong base to take it up to 1,000. I think when it got added to the S&P, I want to say it went from 500 in a straight line
to like 8, right?
To almost 900, 890.
Yeah.
So from
crazy.
From November to February, 3 months, it went in a straight line, right, from 500 to 900, and now it's been pulled back. So the market, I feel like, is overbought right now. I'm waiting for a pullback. The Qs, let's see, triple Qs, the NASDAQ 100 from April 1st, right? That's freaking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yesterday was the first red day in 9 days on the Qs.
So you're saying bear? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, and then today gapped up, and we're trading higher. So to have 10 or 9 out of 10 trading days be green, we're making all-time highs, and volume is dying off at all-time highs. That tells me institutional is selling their shares to whoever wants to buy at these highs, because I don't see the volume.
Interesting. So please, so explain to me, just because obviously I'm not that good at this, what volume means. Like it definitely could change the way you buy something, right? When you're looking at the volume.
Yeah. That's pretty much the type of trader I am. I do volume price analysis.
Okay.
So I set like support and resistance levels on different stocks and trading, and then I want to see how that stock, how the price action interacts with that level.
Okay.
Based on what I see, like if I see a lot of volume, like a lot of buying volume, like then it gives me, like, I can start to build like a trade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm a volume price analysis trader. It's hard to say. Like some people say I trade, opening range breakout patterns or whatever. Like I don't have a certain pattern. I wait for the price action to kind of tell me, like, it's more probable of the price going up than down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Based on there was more volume at this level.
Yeah.
I want to see confirmations, look at my ETFs. Okay, we're looking bullish. Okay, I'm good to go on this. But if I saw like confirmation, okay, I want to buy here, but I look at my ETF and it's looking weak, I'm going to stay out of this.
Don't buy.
Yeah. So let's say, just in a quick scenario here, the stock is going up, right? But the volume is low. That means there might be a dip. Is that correct? Or
that's how I look at volume.
Okay.
Yeah, because as all-time highs, you'd want to see institutional buying coming in to signal that the move up is valid, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So that means they're putting in a lot of volume. That's why you see this huge volume increase. Because the institutions are the ones putting that much volume in, and that's how you know it's like a decent trade.
Yeah, like I'm trading, hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars. These guys are trading hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billions.
Yeah.
So those are the guys that can actually move stock in one way or one direction or another. And the market is moving 70% of the time. It's moving sideways. It's not really doing much.
Yeah.
But the times it does move, you can catch a good. It's in a range, and it's going to chop up in the range and consolidate, and either traverse up into a new range to find new value, or break down into a new range to find new value. Yeah. Right. So that volume to me is kind of like my signal. Like, okay, like the move is coming, right? Because that's how I trade.
That's dope, dude. There's a lot of different ways of trading, but that volume thing kind of makes sense because obviously the volume's coming in. That means it's gonna probably keep going up.
They can manipulate the price, but they can't hide the volume. I can see that.
Yeah.
So.
It's crazy that these like firms and stuff, I don't know what they're called, but they're investing a lot of money trading daily, right? They can basically move the market the way they want to, depending on how much money they put in. Is that correct? Kind of they can control it at some point?
Well, like each stock on the market has like market makers, people that the market. It's like an auction, right?
Yeah.
You couldn't have without an auctioneer. Mm-hmm. So it makes it possible for traders to trade having what they're called market makers, right? Mm-hmm. And so they pretty much make their money off the spread. So they play both sides of it. They can see all of the buyers coming into the market and where there's levels, and they can also, it's an open order book, and they can see all the sellers, right? And so they're just making money off the spread essentially, which means like there's a bid and an ask.
Yeah.
They play both sides of it. And like for me, I have certain stocks or by like certain institutions. For me, I have Goldman Sachs highlighted because the certain stocks that have Goldman Sachs as their market makers, I like to see where they're sitting at as far as their buying and selling.
Yeah. So just real quick, let's go over your trading morning, right? Because you're trading in the morning, right? Mm-hmm. So let's say you wake up around what time? Like obviously before the market opens, you're already awake.
5:45.
You wake up and you're looking at pre-market, right? Is that what you do?
Yeah. Yes.
What does a pre-market do for you, right? Like what you're looking at? What moves in the pre-market? That's what I'm trying to see. Like, is there stuff actually moving in the pre-market, or how does that work?
Pre-market is not like, depending on your platform and your broker that you use. Some you might not be able to trade in the pre-market. It's more of a like not advanced, but like it's more of a Schwab, TD Ameritrade type thing. Not I don't think you can trade pre-market on Robinhood.
Yeah, I doubt it.
So it what's it do for me? It establishes ranges for me.
Yeah.
I set levels off of that, like pre-market high, pre-market low. And then I like to see, sometimes I'll play like breakouts of that. Like, okay, if I'll make my trade plan, I'll just tell you what today's was. It probably has pre-market high or something involved in it. Okay. INO is gapping up 14% on a positive catalyst. It's trading near a psychological $10 level and right around the 50-day moving average. A lot of volume sold off at pre-market high near 1082. It's trading above the R4 resistance on the chart, but under the VWAP. Wait first 15 to 30 minutes for opening ranges to be set and determine if price action is strong or weak. If price moves down to 967 support, then wait for price action to occur to determine if buyers are stepping in at level.
So what I heard there just at the beginning, you said that the volume was high at a certain point. So were you calling it coming down on that one?
Yeah, because I said it's gapping up 14% on a positive catalyst. Okay. So I think I said it in the beginning, is like buy the rumor, sell the news, right?
Yeah.
It's gapping up, Unfortunately, like a lot of people like that just want to buy stock and don't know what they're doing, they're going to see this headline and go buy it, right? Positive news, vaccine trial, right? I take the other side of that. I was like, okay, I'm looking for a short, because I think, they're just trying to move it up and then drop it right back. So yeah, that was one of my strategies.
Just because I wanted to talk about this with you, NFTs. What do you think about them? What do you think about NFTs? What do you know about them?
I heard that someone sold a fart NFT.
No, what?
Yeah.
Who would do that?
I don't know,
like
man.
A sound? Like a fart sound NFT?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Dude, you could like buy Kim K's fart.
So like,
I bet you people would pay for that, dude.
Yeah, probably. So what I heard is that a lot of artists are gonna come out with NFT albums and stuff like that. It's just weird because like for me, what I was thinking is like, do the old like mastering and copywriting, does that still matter? Like somebody that owns a master, or does like the NFTs the main owner or the artist is? It's like it's weird. Like you don't really own it, but I get it where like they sell. Let's say they sell 100 NFTs of the album, and they're numbered by 1 through 100. That would make sense. An artist would love to have a fan would love to have like number 1, number 2. It'd be more valuable than the other ones. So that makes that makes sense.
I mean, it's just I do think it's a disruptive technology, but on the flip side of that, I think it is being hyped up.
Yeah.
But I do think there will be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 maybe around to stay.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden done. But like it's like you're saying, like artists, you could like really like. There's 1 of 4. What if it's 1 of 1? So it's kind of, it goes back to just decentralized technology and empowering the, people like us, and not the corporations that make the real money on music, for example, with licensing and album sales.
Yeah.
And with artists like artwork can be copied or like can be faked all the time, like a Mona Lisa. Everybody can get a Mona Lisa, but like, do you have the one?
Real one? Yeah. So
the NFT, I can see the value in like, like a real artist, whatever artist that's real, and maybe he's like, hey, I'm gonna drop my first NFT collection. I could see value in that.
Yeah. I did see a lot of like back in the day, they started. Well, not back in the day, but the first users of NFTs were actual artists that painted paintings, and they would sell them as NFTs. And I think the reason it's so cool is because it stores in a blockchain, right? Like basically, it's stored on a ledger, and everybody knows that that's the number one, and it has a serial number and all that stuff. Is that how like an NFT works?
Yeah, I mean, technically speaking, I'm not 100% about like. And no, it's like it sits on the blockchain. And it's like minted is like a word I've heard. Minted? Whatever that means.
Yeah, interesting.
Like, it just depends on the use case. Like, I mean, it's being tossed around, but I
just want to say thanks to my homie Robbie Horn, Hindsight 2020. Thanks for joining me, man. We talked about NFT stocks, what he's investing in, his day trading. Go ahead and check him out, Robbie Horn. We're gonna try to do these once a week for you guys. Go ahead and check it out. Thank you.